will continue to fall for several more days. So we've got to talk about weather right now. And meteorologist Kaylee Dion, I am in the same room with you for the first time since this all started.
Yeah. We've seen each other passing in the parking lot, maybe once or twice, but since March, I mean.
So together we have missed summer and fall, and now it feels like it did back when we were together in February. It is serious cold out.
Yeah, so along with the rainfall, we have a big drop in temperatures. I mean, our high temperature today was 60 degrees. Let's look where we are right now, which is a lot cooler because of that front that moved through. Here's a look. We're at 44 right now in Dallas, 40 in Fort Worth. There's some spots that have dropped into the 30s off to the northwest, 37 in Graham, 36 in Eastland, 37 in Gainesville. Everybody's still above freezing, though. That's the good news there, but a big dramatic change from where we were yesterday at this exact time. It's about a 25-degree drop in temperatures. Dallas, 25 degrees cooler. Fort Worth, 27 degrees cooler there. Spots farther west like Abilene, it's 36 degrees cooler than it was yesterday at this time. And that's because of the front, and also the rainfall is because of that as well, and the actual storm system staying to the south. So let's look at this. Right now, most of the heavier rainfall is going to be staying off to the east of DFW. We've had a few pockets of light rainfall move in and out. Same thing off to the west, but this is all going to fill in as we go into the overnight hours tonight and into early tomorrow morning. So here's kind of what the DFW rain coverage is going to look like as we move forward into the rest of the evening. We are going to be seeing the coverage go up. By the time we get to 11 o'clock tonight, 70% in coverage, staying that way through about 3 o'clock in the morning, 80% in coverage by 5 o'clock, and then 100% in coverage as we go into 7 o'clock. Tomorrow morning and through the evening, that's where we're going to see some of the heaviest rainfall ongoing through most of the day tomorrow. So it's going to be cold, it's going to be rainy, and look at these rainfall forecasts. This is additional to what we've already seen. 2 to 4 inches of rain across DFW. East Texas, we are going to be seeing 4 to potentially 5 inches or more before it's all said and done. And there's also a winter aspect to this. So Thursday and Thursday night, DFW area, widespread cold rain expected, just rain. Some snow flakes may mix in late Thursday night, but I do think most of us are going to, you'll have to go west to see that. Western North Texas, rain transitions into a mix with snow Thursday night. Accumulation is possible west of DFW. And Eastern North Texas, no chance for any winter weather at all. Several rounds of heavy rainfall, though, and that is why there is a ton of rain expected. Of course, we'll have a full breakdown with our timecast coming up in just a moment, but we've had rain and even thunderstorms across North Texas earlier this morning. One actually potential tornado. National Weather Service still hasn't confirmed this, but that video is pretty impressive. Charlotte, you've been out there. Have there been any injuries?
Kaylee, fortunately, no, but check out the damage that this tornado caused.
Especially when you're going to a game inside an enclosed stadium there. You certainly wouldn't want to go out dressed like that, Kaylee. I know that it's amazing to me. This is amazing. We were just joking about this before the newscast, and already somebody on social media is like, why is she not wearing more? You're inside, first of all. We do have heat here. It's the same people who get mad at me for wearing a vest when it's like 95 outside. I'm indoors. Yeah, but yes, you definitely wouldn't want to step out in this.
No. Just so people know, when I come into work, I have leggings on underneath. I have actual snow boots on today.
And I've seen you with blankets. I've seen you with blankets over here in the Weather Center, too.
But we're inside. I'm not going outside, so I don't need the parka. I can wear this and it'll be just fine. All right, let's start with what's going on out there, because huge changes, and we aren't anywhere close to done at this point. So we'll start with a look at the radar with the temperatures on there, where you can see it's all rain because all of our temperatures across North Texas are above freezing. Here's where the cold front is at this point, so still a few spots in the upper 60s. And most of the heavier rainfall is going to stay confined to East Texas, so just off to the east of DFW. Doesn't mean we're done. We're just kind of in a lull of heavy rainfall at this point. So we got a little bit of light rainfall that moved through earlier. Now we're dry for the most part, a few sprinkles. We're going to see more moving up from Hillsborough, Cleburne, over to Waxahachie as well as we move forward. Let's go ahead and turn on our level 2 radar and look at what's moving through. Very light from Kaufman up to Terrell, going to be going up to Greenville. You're dry right now, but you'll have a little bit of light rainfall as we move into the next 10 to 15 minutes. As we move forward into tonight, tomorrow morning, and tomorrow night, we could add an additional 2 to 4 inches of rainfall across across DFW and 4 to 5 inches of rain across this area in red. Some local spots could get more than 5 inches of rain, and so that is why there's a flash flood watch for the counties east of DFW because of 3 to 5 inches widespread here. And if you look at timecast, we're going to kind of break this up a little bit because there's a lot going on. Here's through 10 o'clock tonight. You're going to start to see a little bit more rain move in for DFW with pockets of heavy rainfall. Then if you look off to the west as we go into early tomorrow morning near 3 o'clock, a mixture there where you see a little bit of sleet mixed in and even some snowflakes closer to Abilene. Still all rain for DFW and will continue to be that way as we move into early Thursday morning. Heaviest rainfall will stay just to the east, so you're going to get hammered in Canton over to Tyler up to Gilmer and Sulphur Springs with rain. But everyone east of Eastland is going to deal with mainly all rain with a little bit of sleet and freezing rain along that line from Eastland going toward Abilene. Then let's go through the day Thursday. Thursday, we're going to see that mixture spread a little bit closer to DFW, but still staying to the west with all rainfall, pockets of heavy rainfall for lunch hour. I think our heaviest rainfall is going to fall between lunch hour and about 4 o'clock in the afternoon for DFW Thursday. Then we're going to see heavy rain continue off to the east with that line of snowfall moving a little bit farther to the east as we go into Thursday evening. So light amounts of icing possible for the area in pink, but again, remember, mostly rain. Now, New Year's Eve, let's go through into 9 o'clock. You can see rainfall falling from Mineral Wells to Terrell all the way up to the Clarksville area. And then I'm going to stop it here as we move toward midnight. You can see just to the west of Decatur, that line of snowfall is going to continue to get a little bit closer. And then Denton County, you may see a few flurries as we go into the early morning hours of Friday, but most of that moisture is in and out of here fairly quickly. So if you look here at Thursday night into Friday morning, again, most of DFW all rain. That mixture gets a little bit closer for western spots of Tarrant County, and then mainly snow off to the west, Eastland to Abilene up to Wichita Falls. Now, how much snow? 2 to 5 inches possible. That jumped ahead pretty quickly there. And then 1 to 2 inches from Archer City over to Mineral Wells, less than an inch for spots like Gainesville down to Decatur, and then maybe a few flurries for DFW, but overall, winter event is going to stay off to the west. And I know a lot of you are looking forward to some snowflakes, so sorry about that. All right, let's go back over that forecast for tonight. 100% in coverage for the chance of rainfall. Cold, damp temperatures into the upper 30s. Expect winds to be north 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting up to 30. Expect those rounds of rain to continue all day long tomorrow. Heavy at times, 44 degrees as the high temperature. So we're barely going to move as we go into the day tomorrow in regards to those temperatures. And if we look at the 10-day forecast, you can see that we are going to stay cold and rainy going into Thursday. Dry but cold going into New Year's Day, 46 degrees. Then as we go into the weekend, we start to warm up just a little bit. We continue to climb as we go into next week. Next week's much better. We're going to stay in the lower 60s through most of next week and mainly dry. Once we get into Wednesday and Friday, I should say, small chance of a little bit of rainfall there. But overall, as we move forward, Jason, going into next week, it gets better. Just hold out.
And lower 60s sure sound good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kaylee. Now we